What's up, YouTube? Just finished popping off some rounds from my Draco. Let's go inside and check out the 11 most reliable motorcycles in the world. This is the 11 most reliable motorcycles in the world. As you see, we have my trusty mini assistant here, baby Callie, and she has her mini blaster. Show me your mini blaster, baby. Boom! So cool. But let's dive right into it, guys. Once I show you all of the reliable motorcycles, I will then actually show you the high mileage proof for each bike. But the first bike on the list is Honda's VTX 1800, guys. Extremely beautiful cruiser. One of the most reliable muscle cruisers that Honda ever came out with. It has no common problems besides people they're complaining about having to replace the back tire a little bit too much from how much torque this bad bike has. That pretty much seems to be, the common issue with that bike. All right, let's see. What do we have next on the list, baby Callie? We have the TL1000 from Suzuki. Very reliable, guys. So I do have a few common problems with this bike. The rear suspension is terrible. Push rod clutch seal, that can go. That's a $10 fix though. And weak clutch springs. The good news is the common problems for all these bikes are going to be pretty minor, seeing that they are the most reliable bikes in the world. All right, what do we got? Number 3. We have Suzuki's SV1000. Super reliable motorcycle, guys. All right, I've done a lot of research on all these bikes, pretty much saving you guys all the time and hassle. The common problems for this bike is the clutch fails around 25,000 miles. The green connector, that can fail. Clutch slave cylinder, that can have problems. And throughout time, the clutch basket is known to fail if you launch this bike really hard, or if you are a person who likes to, slip the clutch a lot to do wheelies. This will be number 4 on the list, and one of my personal favorites, Honda's VFR 800. This is one of the most reliable V4s ever made. This bike does have a few small common problems. The cam chain tensioners are known to go bad every 25 to 30,000 miles. The fix for that is pretty much to bore out the gasket, and that pretty much allows a greater oil flow to the tensioners. The other problem that can arise is the rectifiers are actually known to go bad, and those can cause the stators to go bad. So you want to actually upgrade to the rectifier that starts with the letters SH. Next on the list is number 5. We have the Honda Shadow 1100. All right, we're going to go ahead and read some of the common problems. That is, the rear wheel splines need to be greased regularly. The 3-wire stator connector can fail. And the intake manifold O-rings need to be replaced. That's a big one, because it can actually create a vacuum leak. Next on our list is number 6. We have the Suzuki Madura 1200. A lot of you have never even heard of this bike. It pretty much is like Suzuki's attempt to go against Yamaha's VMAX 1200. So, common problems with this bike nowadays, because it's so aged, as these motorcycles came out around the 80s, you're going to pretty much have to do a full restoration if you find one. New gas tank, fully go through the carbs, replace all of the O-rings that are inside of the fuel rails. You're going to need to replace the fuel pump, the fuel filter, spark plugs, the air filter, the fork seals, the fork fluid. Literally everything needs to be replaced on pretty much any motorcycle from the 70s to the early 90s. You can pretty much bet on it that you're gonna have to really go through those motorcycles very thoroughly. Electronic components, stuff like starter solenoids are gonna need to be replaced, fuses. I would go through and replace all the vacuum hoses, all the vacuum lines, do a coolant flush, and last but not least, an oil change. If you can pretty much tell, this is not my first rodeo. Let's see, next on our list is number 7. That will be the 2007 through 2008 GSX-R 1000. One of the most beautiful bikes that Suzuki's ever came out with. This bike's common issues is it has a recall for the idle speed controller, and it's actually hard to keep the front wheel down. That bike has a lot of power, and I'm actually wanting to add an 07-08 Gixxer 1000 to our stable very soon. FZ09, guys.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. By the way, all of these bikes are known to get easily 100,000 miles and up. That's why they made it.
Yeah, exactly.
But the common problems is sensitive, twitchy throttle, and the CCT is known to go bad. Cam chain tensioner. I love you, baby Callie. I'm gonna let you hold up the next one, okay? 2009 through 2014 BMW S1000. The reason you see, here you go, baby. Let me let you hold that. You look adorable. Here, you hold that with 2 hands, baby. Boom.
Good job.
The reason that you see 2009 through 2011 is that's first generation, and then 2012 to 2014, I believe that to be second generation of S1000RR. Common problems are the controls and switches can fail. Pretty much your starter button, that's known to go bad. And the kickstand switch can fail. One of the things you absolutely need if you plan on owning a BMW S1000, and you can thank me later, is a GS911 tool. Thank you so much. With that GS911 tool, it allows you to pretty much, it allows you to go through and check all the check engine lights that pop up, and you can solve all types of problems with the motorcycle from home rather than having to take it to BMW dealership over and over and over every time, you know, a check engine light pops up or you have a problem. Let's see, this will be, I think, number 10 on the list. We have the Bandit 1250.
Ooh.
Yep, I actually own that motorcycle. You can hold that, baby Callie. The Bandit 1250, they are known for having fueling problems. There's actually a fuel sock that's in the fuel pump that's known to go bad. But neither than that, that seems to be really the only common problem with the Bandit 1250s. Number 11, I saved the best for last, and this is another bike that a lot of people aren't going to know about. It is the V-Strom DL1000, okay? Pretty much a sport touring bike. This is literally the most reliable bike on planet Earth, okay? And you guys will see very shortly as to why. There is no common problems for this motorcycle, so that's the first sign. Now we'll go ahead and I'll show you guys the proof of the high mileage that backs these motorcycles' reliability. Let's check it out. Let's see just how reliable these bikes really are. This is the VTX 1800. This guy has 96,000 miles, and he said that the bike is ridden hard every day. This person has 97,000 miles on his VTX 1800. This is an advertisement that I found on Facebook Marketplace, and this guy has 108,000 miles on his. This person has 192,000 miles. And last but not least, this guy has 176,000 miles on his 03 VTX 1800. Next, we have the TL1000R. This is a YouTube video where the owner of this bike made it to 150,000 miles. That is pretty wild. This guy made it to 68,000 miles. And this person made it to 76,000 miles. Next on the list is the SV1000. This is a person on Facebook who actually made it to 100,000 miles. That is pretty amazing. And this owner, he actually made it to 137,000 miles. Next on the list, my favorite, the VFR 800. This guy has 157,000 miles, guys. Talk about reliability. This guy made it to 199,999 kilometers. If I'd had to just do a quick guess, that's about 120,000 miles. Let's see, the guy up here has 220,000 kilometers. Then you have the guy below him. He has 52,000 miles. This dude has 53,000 miles. And Phil has 58,000 miles. This guy has 100,000 miles on his VFR 800. And this person said ultra reliability. Mine has 100,000 miles. Next on the list is the Shadow 1100. This is a YouTube video where a guy made it to 60,000 miles on his Honda Shadow 1100. This person has owned two VT 1100s, and he put over 100,000 miles on each of them. This person has 65,000 miles. The guy above made it to 64,000, and this person made it to 58,000 miles. This guy made it to 72,000. This person has 52,000 miles. And the person below made it to 82,848 miles. The next bike on the list is the Madura. This is a guy who bought his Madura for $600 with 55,000 miles. And the person below said the Madura engine and transmission are capable of extremely high mileage. 100,000 miles is absolutely nothing for these bikes. This right here is a guy who said that there is reports of Maduras with over 300,000 miles on them, guys. That is wild. So the next bike on the list is the 2007-2008 GSXR 1000. This is a guy, his name is Doug, and Mr. Doug put 150,000 miles, guys, on his 2007 GSXR 1000. That is absolutely amazing. This guy, Eric, has 62,000 miles on his 08. And this guy, Sam, made it to 37,000 miles. This guy said that he got 86,000 miles on one, and the other made it to 64,000 miles. The next bike on the list is the FZ09. This is a dude named Chuck on Facebook. He has 222,222 miles. I thought that was pretty cool. This person right here has 100,000 miles. Yeah, that face about sums it up. And then right here, this guy is a 2017 FZ09 with 73,000 miles, and John made it to 52,000 miles. The next machine on the list is the 2009 through 2014 BMW S1000RR. This person made it to 150,000 miles, and he posted it to Reddit. I thought that was pretty cool. And up here, Andrew made it to 69,000 miles. Jan has 38,000 miles on her 2015, and Chris has 60,000 miles on his 2012. Right here, Benjamin has 60,000 miles on his S1000, and Michael has 60,000 miles on his 2011. He says it runs like a German watch. Let's see, Fabian has 40,000 miles on his 2010, 26,000 miles on his 2011. Jared made it to 40,000 miles. This person made it to 63,000 miles, and Jason is at 40,000 miles on his 2012. The next bike on the list is the Bandit 1250. This is a gentleman on Facebook who actually has 100,000 miles on his Bandit 1250. As I told you, these bikes are extremely reliable. Every bike that I named on the list. This person made it to 97,000 miles. And then this person up here got to 60,000, and this person made it to 69,000 miles. Last on the list is the V-Strom DL1000. Prepare to be amazed. This is a Facebook video where a guy, he got 85,000 miles on his V-Strom DL1000. This person made it to 200,000 miles on his V-Strom. And this person said that they are indestructible, and that he has 145,000 miles on his DL1000. And below him, this person made it to 116,000 miles. So this is where I say prepare to be amazed. This is a guy who got 400,000 miles. Yes, 400,000 crispy miles, guys. Talk about like getting your money's worth, okay? On his V-Strom DL1000. That is why I told you that this is actually one of my favorite bikes on the list. I want to add this bike also to the stable, just like the 07-08 GSXR 1000. Well, you all made it through the 11 most reliable motorcycles in the world. We got Little Mama and the baby. But before I let you guys go, I want to name a few bikes that didn't make the list that are still known to be extremely reliable, and they are still well known of making 100,000 plus miles. Bikes like the Blackbird CBR 1100 XX, the Suzuki SV650, the Honda Goldwing. Oh yeah, I think we can all say that we know somebody that has an old Honda Goldwing sitting somewhere in a garage.
Right.
Also BMW's K1200 and the Harley Davidson Electroglide. Now, I just wanted to tell you guys that we really appreciate all of your support. We love you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Peace.
Peace.